Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TCG, aka That Crime Guy Live. I'm your host, as I've just mentioned my name, got that all muddled up. It's been a very long day, chat. I've done I think a 12-hour shift today, so a little bit drained, but it doesn't stop us from continuing on with the investigation. So we are on part 5 now of Ace Attorney, the trilogy. How are we enjoying it so far? I hope so, because a few of you have come back, so I assume so. Just gonna wait for a few people to come in before we get cracking on. Hopefully everything is coming through okay. CPU's running fine. Stream is still working fine. Excellent. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is, I don't know if there's another investigation after this trial. In other words, like, I don't know if we have to continue doing more investigative work. So what seems to be happening each stream is that we do like one part of the trial and one part of the investigation. So to be fair, we'll probably do that again tonight, because it seems to be sort of around about sort of like the hour 50, 2-hour mark. So we'll do that. As I say, I'm just waiting for a few people to come in. If nobody comes in the next, I'd say, minute or so, then we'll just crack on. And then if you want, you can catch it up on the replay. I will say, again, for those watching the replay, if you want to support what I do here, then feel free to give this stream a like, as well as hitting that subscribe button if you're new here. Share this around with anybody that you think might like a bit of Ace Attorney gameplay. And don't forget as well, in the description you can find links to my main channel where I cover true crime content on a regular basis, as well as Proper Horror Show's channel where I do weekly live streams over there as well. In fact, we're doing a live stream tomorrow where we are covering the horror movie Asylum as part of an a theme that we have going on over there. Not Moriarty, good evening, howdy ho. Right, I tell you what, as you're here, what I will do is I shall reveal the game, and let's just crack on. This might be a bit of a quiet stream tonight. Nothing wrong with that. October 19, 9:42 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright? Yes? Oh, do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court. Oh no, hang on. We've got to do the old man voice now, haven't we? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Murgoot. I nearly said Murgoot then because I saw your name in the corner. Good evening, my friend. How are you doing? Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. Noob. Ruffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Here we go, guys. We are instructed to press.
I was at the studios for around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch.
Aw, you're babysitting your niece this week. She brought the elementary school plague to us. Oh no, Mr. Gently Benevolent, Mia Maya hybrid is a wood. It is still Mia trapped in a 17-year-old's body. She does sort of manifest herself a bit though, doesn't she? Like, it's she essentially morphs, doesn't she?
We were in the meeting until around 4.
Weeb.
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. But according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. The day of the murder. Right. So, statement 1. Let's press. Is that when you always come into work?
Oh, no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Is that some sort of, subtle, subliminal message there?
Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, during the morning, I was in action run-through, blah, blah, blah.
Hold it! In the employee area?
That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else in the run-through? Or at there, I should say.
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Just gonna open my window. There we go. Anyone else?
Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would.
Why? Why did it go on so long?
I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Oh, right. That's the limp.
Which of course led me to missing my lunch.
What? Rufus? What's that? Rolling on the floor starving? Oh, maybe.
I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area.
What exactly did they have for lunch?
T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up, yeah.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else meaning that the witness did not eat with them.
But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch.
Mima, you're not late, you're just in the nick of the time. We've been streaming for... Let me double check. 9 minutes and 7 seconds. So, yeah, you really haven't missed much. Did a bit of a chat outside the courtroom. Bit nervy. Basically, we're going in blind. We're pressing Salmonella now to try and get some inconsistencies from his testimony to basically give ourselves a little bit of a leg up, really. So in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It is a little vague. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak?
Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket which I used to stave off starvation.
I see. Is that all? Sure, I was onto something there. Hang on a minute. We were in the meeting until around 4, but I had the meeting at the studio trying to decide up skipping lunch. Oh, no, you didn't. Can I... Oh, wait. Hang on. Let's go back to that. Oh, bless you, Mima. I was not too serious. Right. Very odd. You're in Japan. You're in Japan land. They only eat sushi. This steak focus is very dodgy. You're right, my GB. Actually, this is set in America. Right. Let's go with it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it, Mr. Manila.
What do you want? Sweats.
Yeah, the sorry, not Moriarty. I did see your message earlier. His sweating is a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kinds of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
Bet thinks she hasn't altered. She's lost £300. Blimey. T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
How much do horses normally weigh? Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
I'm sorry, by the way. I'm just acting out this character. Mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more.
We were in the meeting until around 4.
Keep going. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story, and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Oh wow, £1,500, blimey. Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during that whole meeting?
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs.
You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Blimey. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Oops, ruffle.
Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, start that again. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. I feel like we're walking into a trap. If that's all, she'll be fine. They heal quick once they're diagnosed. Well, hopefully that's all it is, and that your horse has a speedy recovery, Mima.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but it's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. Waffle.
What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30? That's the time of the death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Uh-oh.
But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12.
What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak. What else?
There were 2 plates on that table.
Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, it's quite a feat.
Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol.
Why is that? Oh, crap. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honour, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I suppose we're going to have to, ain't we? I claim it, and I claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Ah, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the crime scene was blocked. To the scene of the crime, the fallen Mrs. Monkey head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright, and I'm afraid you lose this round. Crap. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over. Oh crap, hang on. Very well. The court's opinion of this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honour, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have indeed decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Court is going mad, ladies and gentlemen. The court is going mad. Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Yeah, we lost that round. October 19, 11:04 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Can you get Judge Judy DLC for this TCG? I haven't looked, but that would be quite intriguing if you could. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Well, it seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. Guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all. You... Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it! Right, not here. Can I at least buy you dinner first? October 19, 11:15 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hawkins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hawkins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bearded gentleman myself. A very long day. Snot-nosed kid. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if you couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera.
JFC, stop working. Stop working and start watching my streams, my dude. Oh, nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. You take care, mate. You take care. Thanks for stopping by, though.
Don't really know how to use it that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Written that down? Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
That's interesting. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Here we go. Hold it! You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh. My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Yes. Exactly. If he had a camera, then how did he miss the shot? It's a good point, mate. Let's press him on this, though, for the time being. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day.
Yeah, if you had your camera with you, didn't you just claim to always have it?
And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Hold it. Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going for the studio.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio?
I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes.
Hold it. Hold up. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. Guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
Guys, I think we are going to present that camera when he talks about getting the shot, the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A person, kind of tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kind of far away.
He's being awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
Gonna throw it out here now, chat. What if Jack Hammer wasn't murdered in Studio 1? What if he was murdered on the path leading to Studio 1 and his body was taken there afterwards? That's what I think's happening. What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Leading to that bit. Yeah, I suppose he was.
If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya.
See what it says. A digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. 1, 2, 3. Objection, baby. Cody, what you just said, well, seems a little strange. This is true, GB. They even mentioned that there was a lot less blood than they would have expected. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Boomer. It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Oh, he looks upset. Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child, sir. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. I have a problem with that already. Contains photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Is it a sort of portable painter? I remember that from the last stream. I feel like that's going to be the thing that we mention. Because if he saw the Steel Samurai one, he would have taken a picture and he would have whacked it in the scrapbook. Why is he not?
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
Okay. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Maybe we got to try and extract a bit more out of him.
Yeah, I had my camera with me.
So, why didn't you use it? Oh. He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No.
Okay then. Tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham!
Elaborate a bit more? So the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah,
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And then what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
Still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? I feel like we need to press him harder. Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Evening, Marina, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Starting to get into the nitty-gritty now. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Chat, I'm passing this one over to you. Do me justice. Why... Oh, God, I can't type. Why could Cody watch the climax? He couldn't watch it? No, it says apparently. Watching someone else. Oh, do we show evidence? I'll just quickly show the evidence here so you can see what we've got. So we've got the... This is in case you do decide this. I'm not saying do. Please do not... I do not remember how the story... how it goes from here. So we've got the photo. We've got the guide map, the samurai spear, the empty bottle, Mr. Monkey's head, Path to Glory, back to the camera. Ooh. Okay. Oh, stream. Look at this. 3 votes, 4 votes. Show evidence. Okay. Okay. Alright, votes are in. 60%. Say show evidence. Okay, is it TCG? You're screwed. He was looking at the camera. Okay. Shall we show evidence? And then show the camera. Is that what you're saying? Your Honour, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honour. Why did Cody look away from the fight? So chat, we're saying go with the camera, yeah? I missed a bunch, so I kind of just chose. Fair enough, Marina. Scrapbook, let's do the camera. I'll scrap the scrapbook, let's do the camera. Okay, let's go with it. Yes, guys, well done, well done. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Oh, Marina, it's just another word for something. Like northern slang. Somat. Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realise there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. And not take a picture. Right. Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet, so you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mere means business. Your Honour, the defence would like to request that Cody Hawkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Aw, kid's all sad.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. I wonder if we'll get the picture. Or if there is a picture. But just like a not very good one.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
Go on, I'm right about what? Go on. Pops?
Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm the bearded gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious.
Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify.
Yikes! The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain.
Oh. Let's go back. So you did see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely?
So I held up my picture to take a I held up my camera to take a picture.
Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and a Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Let's go. Pressing seems to be working on this. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hawkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hi.
Bullseye.
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hawkins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai, victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. Oh, GB. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid is all about. Right. I don't believe you. Because I think you might be onto something, GB. Let's go with this. Yep. Cody.
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
I think you might be right, Mr. GB. I don't think Cody was lying. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hawkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. I think he's just had the same realization as you, GB. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. What a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Hey, chat. Looks like GB's answer is there. Why? Were the pictures blurry? Were they erased by mistake? Or was it because Steel Samurai lost? Cast your votes now. Hey, somebody said blurry. The majority are saying... okay, majority says Steel Samurai lost. I think they're going with you, GB. I'm happy to go with that too. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. Steel Samurai didn't win. Oh, you misclicked blurry, but you meant SS didn't win, okay. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone. Ever!
Your Honor, The witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. My boyfriend thought your betrayal of the little boy was funny. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Oh. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Hi.
Ah, well done, Phoenix. You made the boy cry. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Brutality. Order. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim. Quite simply, the victim was Jack Hammer. Oh my god, Mr. Wright. We all know that. Right. Perhaps you'd like to reconsider your last statement? I'm sorry. it was I who was wrong. Okay, right. First you're right, now you're wrong. Which is it? Look, I'm sure there's something we're overlooking. If you're so sure, then tell us what it is. What's this all about? I really meant to go with Steel Samurai was the victim. Excuse me. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. And the crowd erupts. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap at his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai's costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops.
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're going to look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Oh, great. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry. This doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find inconsistency in the photo. Left-handed, check the wolf-looking G-bloke is right. No, ow, no, they didn't mean to do that. I think it's here. No. Oh. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, great, I can't look at the evidence. I would say... I think I know what the answer is. It's... here. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Come on, chat. Where did it take place? Where did it take place? Come on. Was it in the employee area? Was it at the main gate? Was it at this gate? This dressing room? Studio 2? Or was it the original scene in Studio 1? I don't know. Do you know? I know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Studio 2 or gate? Point. Leaning on Studio 2. Here, it's Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate of the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Ooh. Well, the path was blocked. Yeah. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. And the crowd goes wild. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. Well, what if I told you? I have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright. Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Examine, test the blood, fingerprint the bottle, or examine his body. Let's do a fingerprint test. An idea. Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Unless he wore gloves. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. Got a really dry throat. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hawkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Mimi, you popped out for a bit. Okay, so we have established that the murder did not take place in Studio 1, but in fact it took place in Studio 2. Mr. Vasquez, who we saw at the end of the last stream, who is the main image on the thumbnail, and Salmonella previously stated that they couldn't have been responsible for the murder as they were in Studio 2 at the time. However, given that we've now established that the murder took place in Studio 2, they could be the only two possible culprits. So we've pretty much got Will Powers off at this point. Phrasing. So yeah. So I think we're going to have to go away and do some further investigation. Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will extend until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 19, 2:47 PM, District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Ooh, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. In a bit, Logan. To be continued. Alright, guys, that... I'm not ending it just yet. We still got some work to do, guys. We still got some work to do. And we're nowhere near 11 o'clock yet. We've still got 45 minutes yet. October 19, 3:27 PM. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Remember? Oh, okay. We have dialogue. I don't get it, Maya. Oh, excuse me. Oh, long day. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Why do they have to say steal the Steel Samurai? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia is here, so no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. Okie dokie. I suppose we should. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yeah. No, there's not really anything I can do to help.
Ha ha ha! I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it back up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And? What?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumours anyhow. Wait. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Early life check on Vasquez, Mr. Wright.
You cheeky git. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in the productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Can I... Just gonna double check, see if there's anything we can interrogate him. Oh, here, oh! Hang on. Get that. Here's that picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? He's the only one who it could have... Oh, he's the only one who... He's the only one who it could have been. But why would he?
Yeah, why?
You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself?
Oh, give me about 3 more years.
Look at us, the two novices. Okay, nothing there. Regarding the murder weapon. Yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around effectively. We've had this dialogue before. Yeah. Moved around, kicked, yeah, broke the spear, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, duct tape. Oh yeah, have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life. These are the steel samurais that appear in at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know. Okay. I guess... Is there anything else? Nope. Then I guess it's time to move to the studio. Oh god, it's her again. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Phew, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so... sorry.
Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director?
Sal? Oh, he's a soft. He's soft. He's a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt. She likes it. I think he likes it.
Huh? How would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer.
Ah, I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. Whoa! They threw a naughty word in here.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Let's see if we can present any information. Soulbag, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking. Thank you very much. Yay. Dialogue. Okay, Miss Oldbag.
What? Get that filth out of my sight. And you're claiming that's poor old Hammer in there? And I thought she was such an innocent youth. Bah!
Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. We'll do a quick examination around of the area. Computer that runs the security cameras. It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Okay. Because you never know, something might have changed. There's a van. Yeah, nothing. Okay, cool. Let's move. Let's go to the employee area quickly. I want to go to Studio 2 last if I can. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No, no, no. No touching.
Eek!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
It didn't mean I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatic indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine that plate on the table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
Let's have a chat about the plate then. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Are you the G... I don't know who I am. Are you the girl? No. We're Phoenix. Hang on, can I... Oh, it doesn't have a picture of me. This is like our little side character. This is our little not side character, sidekick. She tags along.
Now, everything. Now. Everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right.
So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills.
Looks like it.
Slate plate added to the court record. Yum yum. The investigation. How goes your investigation?
To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
What about him? How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal.
Wow. Fury of Edgeworth. Yeah. Crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep. It sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. What a blag. Let's see if we can present anything to him. I'm guessing, okay. Guessing I know about as much about that as you do, pal, i.e. nothing, okay. Just gonna zip through these. Oh, okay.
It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone else but you up there, Powers would have been done for by now.
Detective, about that bottle.
Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth.
It must be tough being a detective, what with all that responsibility.
Oh.
Alright. Can we examine anything? Is it all just going to be... That Great still lying there. Wisdom at last. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, nothing new. No, nothing new. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. We're going to move into the dressing room now. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Still Samurai. What? No! Oh, no. Mr. Hammer? I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. Well, besides the nick on his face, it doesn't seem like that detective has even taken a shower in weeks. He could just be a Nelly fan. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumour must be true then. What? Rumour? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know. Bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It is sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. It's got to be this. And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone else. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, you're just about to. Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago... Oh, hang on. Tea time, everyone. Tea time. Time to spill some tea, baby. Oh, I wet my palate for this, because this is going to be... It's going to be very juicy, gossy. Right. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died. It's Hammer's fault. Someone died? Yeah, it was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Let's do some more examining in here as well. Nothing new. Nothing new. Oh. What did she say? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Oh, sorry. I haven't cleaned up there yet. Okay. There's a box of snacks on the table. It's completely empty. I can feel Maya's eyes burning into the back of my neck. This powers his bag. I put all of WP's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come. Yes. Yeah, mirror. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fishy. Right. Let's move out. Let's move... Oh, I suppose we're going back there again.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
Your windbag doesn't sound so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Let's talk about 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols?
Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Oh, whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish, or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Well, yeah, I do have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There were traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
Gotcha, bitch! I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag.
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag?
Hold on a minute.
Oh, Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph? Bum. Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer to... Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
Whee! But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Alrighty. Now the only place to go now is back to Studio 2. Oh, hang on. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But what? Or why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Yeah, gee, maybe. Hang on a minute. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't have access to that anymore, do we? Okay. Right, Studio 2. It's her.
Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello?
Hey, hey, you should at least try to be polite. Yeah, I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear. We'll show her the picture in a minute. Oh, in the movie The Crow, the actor died while filming. They literally had to cut a new... Yeah, I know they did, yeah. Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's boy, that was. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the steel samurai. Capiche?
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Right, she's gonna have to yammer a bit. Let's try this. She's not responding. Oh, hey, you look. Why are you shoving this in my face, Nick? Okay, not interested. What about this? 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 Still not interested. Okay. Well, that might generate a response, but okay. I know it will, though. Hang on a minute. Okay. Ready, guys? Let's show it. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Capiche?
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Some flowers here. Can we get... Okay. Yeah, that was Brandon Lee. Spooky fact is that his father, Bruce Lee, was also killed while filming a scene the same way. Didn't he, I thought he, like, took some paracetamol or something, went back to his trailer and died that way? Can't remember. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about, huh? Why is she so eager all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now, huh? You know who you're talking to, huh? You're talking to a boss, huh? They call me the Vasquez, huh? Not the pussy. Are you a pussy, you punk, huh?
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Capiche? Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord, you know?
But you were the cause. You pressured him, and to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me? What is this all about, huh? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure, huh? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you, huh? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident, huh? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean, huh? Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think, huh? Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? Huh? Would he? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that stupid photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. You know, just for good measure, huh? So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me.
now.
What? This is valuable evidence. Boys! Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O! Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Huh?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow, no? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No! Alright, guys, it was fun playing. It was a great stream, guys. It was fantastic while it lasted, but Phoenix Wright is now sleeping with the fishes, ladies and gentlemen. Or is he? Let's find out.
Hold it right there, see? I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
No, I'm joking.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court, huh? I'll be looking forward to it.
You!
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Oh, don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? The Vasquez. To be continued. Okay, we will save it here up to this point. Okay, for real now. I think that is a good place to end it. So tomorrow... Oh, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, so tomorrow night, I'm going to be over on Proper Horror Show's channel. We're going to be talking about, I think it's a 1972 movie, Asylum. So unfortunately, there won't be an Ace Attorney stream tomorrow night, but you can bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be one on Friday, because I am confident that we are going to complete this turnabout by Friday. So guys, thank you ever so much for sticking around. Marina, Mr. Gently Benevolent, Not Moriarty, Murgoot, anybody watching on the replay, JFC for stopping in as well, I should mention as well. If you're... Tell PH you're busy. I tell you what, GB, when you get on stream tomorrow, mate, you can give a harassment in chat, I suppose. Not that I condone it. Not Moriarty as well. Yeah, good man. Thank you. I appreciate the love. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday night with the I'm sure it'll be the final part to this particular turnabout, and then we get to move on to, I believe it's case 4, which is, from what I can remember, a very good case. And I think it has, if I remember correctly, that story has something which actually bears reality. There's something in there that is based on a true... They took something that actually happened in real life and incorporated it in the game. I won't say anything now just in case I'm wrong and I'm thinking about one of the other turnabouts from one of the other games. But if it is what I think it is, then I think we're going to have a very interesting witness take the stand at that time. Oh, but I'll be at the Sanctuary then. I'll miss that episode. Ah. Well, you can catch it on the replay, I guess. Or... Well, I'll tell you what you won't do. Well, yeah, catch it on the replay, or maybe even take a device and have it streaming alongside at the Sanctuary if you can do that. But yeah, no, So yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be over on Proper Horror Show's channel. So if you're catching us on the replay, if you're new here, or I know all of you guys in the chat are already subscribed to her and regulars on the show, so you are already on top of your game. But yeah, links in the description there for her channel, so go and check that out. And then yeah, we'll be back on Friday night, wrapping this case up. Yeah, again, thank you ever so much for the support on these streams. I'm really enjoying this. I really, really am. I don't know why Denzil didn't like it. I mean, sure, the justice system's a bit screwy, but you know what? I love it. He did die of cerebral and is that edema or edema? I don't know, edema. But yeah, that's what I heard. I thought that's what happened. But yeah, you're absolutely right though, Mima. He did die on set. In fact, I used to have like a trilogy of Bruce Lee videos way back in the day, and one of them, I can't remember the name of the film. I feel like it was, I don't think it was it. It was the film that he was shooting at the time where he died during production, and kind of like what they did with the Crow. They basically like slapped a face on top of like a stunt double, Bruce Lee's face. And honestly, I mean, it's so bad, but you got to appreciate the hustle. But yeah, anyway, sorry, yeah. So tomorrow, Proper Horror Show. Friday night onwards, Friday night we'll be back here doing another live stream for Ace Attorney, wrapping this particular turnabout up. I would say there probably won't be one on Saturday, I'm afraid. I've actually got personal plans that day, so won't be available, but we'll definitely pick it up on Sunday. So we'll have another 2 streams this Friday and Sunday. And I might also have a collaboration in the works as well. I got approached today for a collaboration with somebody else. I won't say too much now, but yeah, it's somebody who I've spoken to before, who's been on my main channel before, through other live streams and whatnot. So yeah, that's all I'll say for now. Yeah. So yeah, Friday, Sunday here, Thursday, Horror Show. Nothing on Saturday. All that's left to say is until next time, take care and goodbye. It's not Proper Horror Show. Although there is a collaboration with... Oh, no. Do you know what? I should clarify. There is a collaboration with Proper Horror Show. That's the Leopold and Loeb story. But I've been approached about another collaboration with another content creator who has been on my channel before. But that's all I'm saying for now. More details as it comes. Until next time, take care and goodbye. For now. Not chicken.